you really hate Sean Combs.
Why would they be thinking that?
Because of the things that you post on Instagram,
Look at this. And let's stop for a second and do say that I hated him enough to hire his kids. And we've never done anything to each other. So it's just competitive energy and things that you say about other artists while you're in hip-hop culture.
I feel funny. Is this real life?
Yes, this is real life.
I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me.
Don't touch your stitches, Justin. Bieber, don't touch your stitches.
What's happening?
No. Bieber, stop.
You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers. I have 3 fingers. Is this gonna last forever?
Justin, stop it.
For years, the industry brushed off the warning signs as background noise, uncomfortable moments ignored, unsettling clips laughed off, and serious questions intentionally avoided. Now, with 50 Cent's documentary bringing everything back into focus, the timeline is being re-examined, and the whispers, once overlooked, are coming into the spotlight. At the center is Diddy, a powerful figure who influenced countless careers, and Justin Bieber, a young talent drawn into that world before he was fully prepared. This isn't about online rumors or viral clips. It's about power, silence, and how the truth can remain hidden for years when too many benefit from ignoring it.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of this.
Man.
Man out. Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15, you could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
Alright, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you know, when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then, when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go buck full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Justin Bieber's rise was presented as the perfect modern success story. But behind the fame was a far more troubling reality. A young artist navigating powerful adult circles with little visible protection. Old footage and past interviews show him placed in environments where status, access, and influence often overshadowed appropriate boundaries for someone his age. For years, these moments remained in public view, casually dismissed as normal celebrity culture instead of being questioned as part of a deeper systemic issue. This isn't about a single event, it's about normalization, an industry conditioned to look the other way. When youth is traded for opportunity, the real question becomes impossible to ignore. Who is truly responsible for the cost that comes with it?
Got people in the industry that's been saying for years, this man is having sex with underage. So now the federal government is looking at that like, yo, when is somebody gonna come forward? We got this information, this alleged information, but nobody's willing to come forward. Then they go on and say, yo, Shakur Stewart mysteriously dead. Supposed to be a self-inflicted wound. Person that had everything going for him in their life. Kim Porter dead. Somebody's car gets blown up. This guy is walking around threatening other actors, people. Somebody got to get involved in it. If it ain't the state, let it be the feds. Somebody got to stop him. He lucky that God given him the opportunity to be stopped while he's alive, then have to go to hell and face that shit. He got a chance to repent now, change his life.
You mentioned minors, you know, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of like suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and you know, they're making a lot of...
For years, 50 Cent positioned himself as a distant observer of Sean Diddy Combs' inner circle, aware of the environment, but choosing not to engage. Yet his comments were often dismissed as personal rivalry. Now, as scrutiny intensifies and public perception shifts, those remarks are returning with greater weight and relevance. This doesn't validate every claim, but it reshapes how intent is viewed, showing that warnings can exist long before they are formally recognized. The reality is uncomfortable. Criticism is easiest to ignore when it comes from a source people would rather not take seriously, leaving a lingering question: how many early signs are overlooked simply because the messenger makes others uneasy?
All right, young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm here to because you've been a big supporter of mine, all jokes aside. This right here is my young brother right here. He's been a big supporter of mine. My album's coming out, and you know we got the crew going around now. You in New York City, and we got the Dirty Money crew. And we wanted to make you an official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Are you serious?
There you go.
That is
Justin Bieber.
Swag.
Is it your swag? And then you got to do the swag walk too. Okay. I got to show you the swag walk.
You show me the swag walk.
And Scooter, Scoot, manager, mogul extraordinaire, you too.
I just got much cooler.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Money.
Dirty money. Okay, so when we walk down the streets of New York, we hit them like this. So me and you walking, we hanging out, you know, a little later on the night after the Usher concert. Yeah. You know.
Don't get those ladies, right?
Yeah, after that, the ladies, we in the street, Times Square. Yeah. We go, swag. Swag. You see that? You see my hand right there? That's pushing the hate back. There's a lot of hate sometimes.
Right, yeah.
Swag. 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 Try it.
So this hand?
Yeah, hand. Okay. This hand. Push it back like you're pushing the wind back. Swag. Ooh. Ooh. You got it, son. You got it. That's right, my boy Bieber, official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Yeah. Alright, I'm chilling with my big bro Diddy right here. You gotta go get his album. It's Last Train to Paris. It is, it's gonna be the greatest album you've ever heard. It's got a lot of cool songs, a lot of people on it. You got
Drake on there.
Drake on there.
Lil Wayne. Chris Brown. I wanted to do a song with you, but you was on tour.
He was gonna do
Usher. Big Brother Usher.
Big Brother Usher. So everybody's on this album. Go get this album.
Get it.
Last Train to Paris.
Yeah, get it.
We're out.
Sean Diddy, Combs' influence extended far beyond music. determining who gained access to spaces where careers could rapidly rise or quietly stall. And Justin Bieber's proximity to that world reflected a larger industry pattern, one where opportunity often flowed through gatekeepers and private power rather than transparent, accountable systems.
You know, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, you know, he could buy you one also.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house. And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Well, apparently not. Something, everything ain't for everything.
You believe the guy in the tape is white?
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right, not at all. And somebody that more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, he was an A-lister, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
Right. But when you heard the news that Diddy, he had a tape with another man, did that catch you by surprise or no?
Well, all this shit is by surprise to me. A lot of this shit is by surprise to me, to be totally honest, man. Because I knew Puff, I knew Puff Daddy.
The deeper concern isn't confined to what may have happened behind closed doors, but to why public oversight broke down in a system where advancement is closely tied to proximity to authority. When success depends on access, boundaries start to erode, and restraint can be seen as a disadvantage rather than protection, leaving the core issue rooted in power: who truly has the freedom to say no, and who ends up facing the consequences for it.
I knew Diddy before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but the diddler, he's the diddler now. A lot of it's surprising, but it's not unheard of. Because you hear of all kinds of shit, and whether it registered with you or you internalize it or something like that, that's a whole nother story. But a lot of this stuff is crazy. But this is the world that we live in now, man. That these individuals thinks is all right. Bruh, when does it comes all right to be sitting there eating food off a naked woman? When did we start doing what they do? Let's keep it a buck. When did we start doing what they do? These guys is popping pills. These got Jay-Z dancing with a chick that's into...
Long before Justin Bieber became a global name, Usher has spoken about his early career experiences within Sean Diddy Combs' orbit as a teenager, later reflecting on the pressures and realities of entering the industry at a young age. That context is often referenced because it highlights precedent rather than speculation, showing how young artists across different eras have navigated similar power structures. When comparable stories appear across generations, it raises broader questions about continuity within the industry, how authority and trust are passed along, and whether meaningful safeguards evolve alongside them. The central issue, then, is not just individual experience, but why concerns about power dynamics and youth exposure continue to surface without clear systemic change.
Change your mind. Look at Little Nas X. He fizzled out fast too.
So So would you say someone like Justin Bieber is a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy. Boy was never the same, and neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher Raymond.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher Raymond, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost, is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole scheme.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
But why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
As attention around Sean Diddy Combs intensified, several figures once seen within his broader professional circle became noticeably quieter, while 50 Cent continued speaking out more publicly, highlighting a familiar pattern within the entertainment industry. In that environment, speaking openly can risk relationships and opportunities, while silence can function as protection, making it difficult to clearly separate personal loyalty from professional survival. The situation is often viewed less as individual fear and more as a structural dynamic where incentives shape behavior and where speaking up may carry consequences that staying quiet does not. That tension leads to a broader question about whether meaningful accountability can exist in systems where visibility, access, and career stability are so closely intertwined.
Just a video of an interview of Justin Bieber, and he was talking about Billie Eilish, and he was broke, almost in tears. He's like, I just want to protect her. I just want to keep her safe.
Yeah.
What do you think he went through?
Because he knows what's been happening to Billie. Just like everybody knew what was happening to Millie Bobby Brown girl with Drake. These people are monsters.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is. Jermaine Dupri said something interesting. He said the reason that R&B isn't as powerful as it is anymore is because children are going to church.
Yeah.
What is it about the transfer from the spiritual to the secular do you believe that's what made R&B so powerful?
Understand this. Rhythm and blues was a combination of gospel and soul music. Because soul music has always been around in one form or another. It's just evolved throughout the years. And you got gospel, rhythm and blues. That's what put that together. That's why they made such a big stink about the Ray Charles incorporating gospel sounds into secular music. Because they wanted people to separate the two. This is demon, this is good. The truth is none of that's real. Right. There is no bad, there is no good. There is what is and there is what is not. And that's sad. But But when you take the spirit that comes from that.
Justin Bieber has never made public allegations of criminal behavior against Sean Diddy Combs, but he has spoken openly over the years about experiencing anxiety, emotional strain, and burnout connected to growing up in the public eye under intense pressure. He has described being thrust into fame at a very young age and navigating an adult-dominated industry without the kind of structure or support system that might have helped him manage it more safely. That context doesn't point to a single explanation or conclusion, but it does highlight the broader reality of how early fame can affect mental health and development, especially when young artists are surrounded by competing interests and high expectations before they are fully prepared to handle them.
Testified against Diddy to the grand jury and had to give up 8 videotapes to the feds that contained celebrities in these freak-offs with Diddy, is now listing some of the names that he saw on these tapes. And this man said that he got these tapes from a very close friend of Kim Porter's, and these were Kim Porter's tapes that she was going to use against Diddy. And some of the names that he says are some that we have heard rumored over the years. He said he saw Justin Bieber on this tape and he appeared to be underage during this time. He also saw Usher on these tapes and Usher definitely appeared to be underage. And this one gave me the chills because we've heard that Usher is the one that sent Justin Bieber to Diddy. Courtney Burgess sat down with the Too Strong channel here on YouTube and started naming some of the celebrities that he saw on these tapes.
Were kids involved in these parties that you can verify from looking at the tapes?
If Justin Bieber was older than he's supposed to have been, yes. If Usher was older, well, Usher was definitely young.
Okay.
You understand? His shoulder part was, the blood was all in his bed. You understand? It looked like they came home from a event, a party or something.
Went on to explain how Danny Boy was also in one of these videos with Mary J. Blige and Diddy together. And Danny Boy admitted when he was 15 that Mary J. Blige flew him out to New York and he slept with her while he was underage.
The implication here is less about assigning legal blame and more about human impact. Harm doesn't always appear in the form of clear accusations or identifiable incidents. It can surface later as lasting emotional strain, instability, or experiences that are difficult to fully articulate. In systems where pressure, visibility, and exposure are built into the structure itself, the effects can accumulate gradually rather than stem from a single defining moment. That raises a broader question about how responsibility is understood. If the issue is rooted in conditions rather than isolated actions, why is recognition of harm often delayed until it is tied to a specific claim or event?
Mary J.
Danny Boy, okay. You know what Danny Boy is?
I heard that before. I don't, I've been so far away from hip hop, I forgot, but I have heard that name, Danny Boy.
Danny Boy back then, he looked like he was about 16. They both was about.
He also claimed that Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, were in these videos, and he also said that there was photographs and videos of Diddy eating off of young girls.
Pictures or images of any of this stuff?
Yeah, I got Justin Bieber, Will Smith's son, whatever his name is. Other females on the table, they was young. He was eating off them. A lot of entertainments in there. I got calls from certain wanted to get the tape out of my hand. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I have said that if this man testified to the grand jury, the feds had to have some reason to bring him in to actually testify against Diddy. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this man naming all of the people on the Diddy tapes in the comments.
When Sean Diddy Combs' situation entered the courtroom, the conversation shifted from public speculation to formal legal scrutiny, where only evidence, procedure, and documented findings carry weight. In that setting, allegations are tested through established legal standards, while broader cultural and institutional questions often remain outside the court's direct scope. Courts are designed to assess conduct under the law, not fully resolve the environments that shaped it, which leaves a gap between legal outcomes and wider social accountability. This creates a persistent tension. Even when a case reaches a procedural conclusion, the question remains whether accountability is truly confined to verdicts and filings, or whether it extends into the deeper discussion about systems, influence, and responsibility that continues beyond the courtroom.
Do you think he has a mole or an informant in his camp that's cooperating?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Listen, bro. Just doing law enforcement myself, just take for instance. I think the individual was a Syracuse former basketball player named Jason Barnes or Beard or something like that. He already had drug charges against him. The day Diddy house get raided, they catch him getting on a plane and they put him into custody. Didn't that sound a little weird? People didn't catch that. They either put him in custody for a couple of reasons. You understand? One, to make a witness out of him, or to safeguard him and protect him for anything that could happen to him, because they had already stated, allegedly, that he was some kind of mule for the people over there at Diddy's house. So now, with that information, that he was already known by the government for drug charges, wouldn't that be an individual that you use? I'm gonna give you something different. And I'm gonna give you something else that people don't even think. On the other day, I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up and he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Did you see that?
Yep.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness, right?
The convergence of 50 Cent, Sean Diddy Combs, and Justin Bieber points to a broader reality within celebrity-driven industries, where authority tends to concentrate at the top, while vulnerability is often carried by those entering at a younger age, and responsibility is addressed only after consequences surface. In such environments, youth is frequently framed as authenticity, access can be recast as mentorship, and silence is sometimes rewarded as professionalism, which can make structural imbalances appear normal rather than questionable. This framing is not about assigning singular blame, but about recurring conditions that can lead to predictable patterns of strain and fallout. When similar dynamics appear across different cases and eras, it naturally shifts attention toward the structure itself, raising the question of when focus moves from individual narratives to the systems that consistently shape them.